Everybody, Rich Lang with PrepU, and here is the first of our video series, the new and improved list video series. This is list video number 1. This has to do with bags and how you can put your bags together, suggestions. Also has my bag here on what I've put together and what I carry, although it changes from season to season, and depending on where I've picked as a bug out location based on what's going on. So, and that's going to change for all of you that haven't figured that out, that your bug out location could be ground zero and you may have to go someplace else. So you want to make sure that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. But here it is. This is, like I said, PrepU's bags list video. Got most of the stuff off the internet, stuff that I've learned over long haul and things that I have. You know, a lot of the stuff you won't need, and some stuff you'll need beyond what's here based on where you live, where you're bugging out to, your spatial requirements that you, or limitations, I guess I should say, not requirements, but your limitations. And some of these bags, you'll look at it, there's redundancy here. You may not need, as many light sticks or knives or compasses and stuff like that, but you might need more. And for those of you people that I've talked to about this before in the start, do you have a lot of this stuff around your home? Just gather in one place, figure out what you got, get some good bags. Don't break the bank doing this either. Spend what you can spend and go on from there. And also get your spouse or partner, kids involved in this so they know where all this stuff is. Because you may not be home when the shit hits the fan, so they're going to need to know what you've been doing. Also, some of the stuff is hazardous materials. Don't store it in the house. Store it out in the garage. Unless it's totally contained and not used. I mean, we're talking stoves and stuff like that. There's different canisters that you can keep inside the house, but this is a good starting point. You do not have to get it all at once. Just work slowly toward it and you'll be good. So without further ado, here we go. This is the list that we're going to have in here. Basically, I start with my bug out bag, my everyday carry light, get home bag, my get home bag heavy, bug out bag items by category. That's the one that I've thrown everything into, so you can pick and choose on what you want. And then from Jason Hansen, we have specialty everyday carry bag. So here we go, my bug out bag. There's 5 pages on this, and you can stop the video whenever you want to take a look at some of this stuff. But the bag I have is a side-zipped duffel bag with an outside pocket, which is really nice to have. It's got a big inner area and an outside pocket. So inside my bag, this is what I carry on the inside. It's all individual. These things aren't bagged separately inside. I'll show you a list of other stuff. But like I said, on the outside, I have a small pouch on the outside, and that's the stuff that I want to be able to access instantly. So I've put the headlamp and the hand sanitizer, and compass and matches and paracord and, emergency blanket and multi-tool and stuff like that. So I have it right there. And this is assuming that you have a concealed carry license also, and that you are carrying, and you know what? I'm not going to go any further than that. But inside, I've gone to smaller bags. These are Ziploc gallon or 2-gallon baggies, and we've put stuff together. You've got your clothing bag there. This is medical. Don't skimp on the medical. Make sure you've got plenty of this on hand. It should be in your medicine cabinet. It should be in your cars. It should be in your bug out bag, your get home bag. It should be everywhere. You should have medical stuff. Infection is what's going to kill most people when stuff is really degrading out there in the world. Also, you've got your personal care bag and cooking bag, You're going to add some stuff to this also. I'm sure your personal care may change back and forth. Your miscellaneous bag. One thing people forget about a lot is entertainment. Playing cards, small board game, chess, backgammon, stuff like that. If you got a small little board or a game set, take it along. Have it with you. You need to break the monotony. Bag 6 is your info bag, map, survival, guides, signal mirrors. But that's it. That's my, bug out bag. I also have what I consider my everyday carry light. And why do I call it light? Is because there is no firearm involved. This goes with me in a backpack or whatever, places that I can't carry a firearm. At school, in certain government buildings, and in Illinois, it's like 90% of the places you can't carry. So this I always have with me, because if stuff just turns south, at least I've got something. First aid kit and a trauma kit, especially in civil unrest. You're going to want to protect yourself or heal yourself first and then heal others. My Get Home bag, this is the bag that I carry. It's always in my car, because no matter where I go, I can at least, lock up my firearm in there. I can have all this extra stuff in a bag in my car. At the most, really. I mean, how many 100 feet away from it are you? You could be, obviously you could be up to a half mile or more if you're out hiking. But if I was out hiking, I would have this with me. So that's my Get Home bag. I also threw this together. It's basically the same stuff except for the very bottom. And the very bottom is a ballistic plate, which I slide into my backpack. And then also maps of my location in surrounding states. Because especially if you're out away from home, you may not be able to take the main road home. It's nice to have maps. Your car should have maps also at all times, especially if GPS goes down. All right, this bug out bag items by category, this is everything. I just threw everything in here that I could find that you could possibly need, and these are by I call them by category, but they're core kits and shelter kit. You've got your utility kit, which is nice to have. Warmth kit, very important. And it doesn't matter the time of the year. It can get very cold in the middle of the summer, depending on where you're at. I've worn winter jackets on the 4th of July in Michigan, in Ludington, watching the fireworks when I was a kid. So you just don't know what the weather's going to be, especially in Michigan. Your signal pack. Maybe you want to get away, but eventually you're going to want to signal maybe loved ones to have them be able to find you. There's also the mess pack, which is, for food. Don't forget the can openers. A lot of people forget the can opener and they're using a knife and all that kind of stuff. But your water pack and filtration, food and beverage, nice to have all that stuff. Spices are so huge to have. It makes your food taste so much better. Hunting, fishing pack. I got the snares and the fishing kit. Slingshot is great for taking down animals. A rat trap is great for catching animals, not just rats. You also want a processing kit, something to clean your kill. Civilities and hygiene, there is nothing better than having think about it. At the end of the day, what feels better than to, wash your face, brush your teeth, take a shower or whatever. You just feel better no matter how crappy the day was. It's just so important to have that. Then I threw this stuff in the miscellaneous pack. If you need reading glasses, have extras. If you have prescription glasses, have extras. That's really important to have by, even if they're like the last prescription you had. Maybe they're, because most prescriptions don't vary that much. Gorilla Tape or duct tape. Shoes and boots. The big thing about shoes and boots is you want to have extra shoes and boots so you're not in the same ones all the time. So that's basically that. Buy kit or buy pack or whatever for your bug out bag. This is the one I talked about earlier. This is from Jason Hansen with spybriefing.com. I use him a lot. I appreciate everything he puts out there. These are specialty everyday carry bags. He talked about this is, is out for a run or a brisk walk. You can see, you can find the belly bands. People say to me, why do people come in here and buy, all these really small 380s and stuff like that? This is why. They're easy to conceal. They're easy to hold on you, especially with the belly band. They're really nice to have. It's some kind of protection. Then next down below, everyday carry out with the dogs. Obviously, you can have a firearm, concealed. Fixed blade knives are so important because they're handy, and you want a full tang on your fixed blade knife because otherwise it could break off at the handle. You don't want that. Always carry IDs. Always carry some cash. He was a CIA agent, like I've said before, so he had a lot of reason to be on a plane. I know a lot of you guys have had a lot of reason to be on planes going different places. So this is just some really good ideas to have. My personal favorite is the bottom. Shove knives we carried in the fire department to get into apartments to evacuate people or get into places that were on fire. Shove knives are great. Everybody should also have a lock pit set. It's just, something you should have. And the medications, personal and over-the-counter, always carry that with you. How many times have you wanted something, or how many times has a coworker wanted something like that, to have? So it's always nice. And make sure that you mark what they are and the date also. So that was everyday carry on a plane. And basically that's it for this video, which went really quick. I mean, we're at 12 minutes right now. So that's the end of this video. That's the first one. We're going to get this next one out really soon. It's on stockpiling. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy the ones to come very shortly. So for now, please like the video. Please comment on the video and pass it on to people that you think might need this video. And please ask them to subscribe. We're at 333 subscribers now. I'd love to hit that 1,000 someday. And like I always say at the end of the video, be aware of your surroundings at all times. Prepare enough to be on your own for up to 72 hours. Everybody tells you that. The government tells you that. The Boy Scouts tell you that. Preppers like me tell you that. But even more so, be prepared to be on your own for 2 weeks and beyond. And the last thing I got to say, like I always say, prep like your life depends on it, because it really does. Take care. Thank you. Please subscribe. Please pass this on. Take care.